So Berserk is apparently coming back, and a big mix of this. Berserk is no debate, no doubt, the best manga that has ever been created. Find me in the comments all you want. You can find me on Twitter DMs telling me that, oh no, One Piece is better because it has this and that, and I'm gonna tell you no. Berserk sweeps, ratio plus you got no. Y'all know how important Berserk is, not only to the manga community, but as well to the anime community. It influenced a lot of mangakas. It influenced a lot of animes to be made. I think animes such as Black Clover were sort of influenced by Berserk because the creator was a huge fan. But anyway, there has been a statement released on behalf of Miura's estate, I believe, or it was his Twitter account, I think, called Berserk Project. I might be wrong. Basically, it was saying that that Miura's assistants and I think a friend of his were going to continue where Berserk left off. And the reception has been kind of mixed. There's been people that have been pro this. There have been people that have been supporting that they want to keep on carrying Kitara's legacy, and there are some people that are sort of anti this, saying that it just should have ended with the final chapter that Miura wrote. And I'm sort of divided with this as well. I think there's some pros and there's some cons in this situation. I guess right off the bat, with the good stuff, the pros is that we'll get to see more Berserk. Obviously, everyone wants to see that. The other thing is that they're carrying on his legacy. They're remembering him through this art form, and as I said, they're just carrying on his legacy. They're carrying on the whole franchise of Berserk, which is not an easy thing to do. And also, it pleases the fans, because the fans, obviously were hungry for more content. Because last year, when Miura died, I think a week later, Kodansha Comics, or I think his estate, put out a statement saying that they were going to release the final chapter that he wrote. And when that chapter released, I think literally in the final page you can see the end, stating that it was, like the end of Berserk, but apparently it's not. So, as I said, it's going to be pleasing the fans because it's going to be kind of like unexpected. Now let's get to the cons. There's some cons that this applies for me personally. I don't know if this applies to you. Every Berserk fan varies, it just depends on how you perceive the story, because art is art in the end. A manga is a manga. A manga is an art form, and we perceive art differently. So I guess these are my cons. I guess the first con that I can list is that I don't think anybody can really be close to capturing what Miura wanted. Sure, maybe Miura left plans for his assistants and for his friend to keep on carrying the legacy, sort of a glimpse, an idea that he had in mind to carry on the Fantasia arc, presumed to be possibly the final arc. But since now Miura is gone, we're never gonna know how exactly did he want to go with it. As I said, you can base it off of plans and things like that. But what if, but what if Miura had a change of mind and he said, no, I want to approach it this way? As I said, we'll probably never know, because since Miura is unfortunately dead. As I said, the assistants and the friend apparently who's involved in this can carry on the plans, can do how they remember Miura, them teaching or whatever, how he wanted to finish the story. But the thing is that it's not going to be the same. I'm pretty sure the art style will vary and it will change. It might drop a bit. I'm not saying that they're terrible mangakas or whatever, the assistants or artists or whatever, but I'm just saying it's definitely not going to be the same. And the story wise, I don't think it's going to be exactly how Miura does it. Like, is Griffith going to be Griffith? Is Guts going to be how he acts, or are they just going to try to mimic and replicate it? And I don't know, it's kind of risky. It sounds really risky, because they can try to replicate it, clone it or whatever, but it's just not going to be the same, because the only one who understood the characters more was Miura himself, since he's the one who literally created and designed these characters. Another con that I sort of have, I was thinking about actually, is I was thinking about AOT. I don't know if it's an odd comparison, but if y'all remember AOT, you guys knew that it had two different endings. There was one that was just like the ending that was like, left it off in the tree or whatever. Oh my god, I'm spoiling it, whatever. And y'all remember the alternative ending, but it was a bit longer and depicted more the ending, and it was a bit excessive and pretty ridiculous in the end. I have a feeling that Berserk, I'm not saying that it will go down that path, but if the people that are in charge with this fail to satisfy the fans ending wise, how they're going to end it up with a nice bow tie, it's going to be extremely hard, and it's going to be extremely risky. Because as I said, the only one who knows the story the best is Miura. I could literally be Miura. I could die. I could tell my friends about the story, the plans that I had. I tell my friends, the story, the vision that I had to carry on the story and the narrative. But I don't think they're going to capture exactly how I wanted. because it's a completely different vision. I don't think they're gonna fully understand what was I thinking. And the thing is that most of these mangas is mostly based off on the mangaka's idea and vision. Again, I know that this is more of honoring the legacy of Miura, honoring the legacy of Berserk, keeping his spirit alive, and I am completely pro that, but there's no denying the baggage that this carries, you know, how risky this is without Miura. So yeah, what do you guys think about this? Are you guys pro this? Are you guys anti this? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, turn notification bell on so you don't miss an upload from me, and yeah, see you guys next time. Peace out.